After weeks of searching the galaxy for the Jedi Master and survivor of Order 66, Das Janir, Lieutenant Gregg finally had success. Under strict orders from his master Lord Vader, Gregg was to stop at nothing to bring Vader Janir's location, the Lieutenant's singular task and mission. And finally, Gregg had done it. He raced towards Vader's location on Coruscant with childlike glee that he may finally impress his master again for a second time, and might begin his climb up the ranks of the Imperial hierarchy. But as he ran to deliver Vader the news personally, stammering in uncontainable excitement, when Gregg literally got face to face with Vader, he knew he made a drastic mistake. In this video expose, I will explain how the Imperial officer Lieutenant Gregg got himself in the position of not only seeing Vader without his mask only months after Order 66, but why he survived the experience with the Sith Lord. To understand how Lieutenant Gregg was able to survive such a personal encounter with Vader, it's necessary to understand how he rose to become a personal favorite of the Sith and one of the leading agents Vader had in hunting down the remaining Jedi. Obsessed with finding the Jedi in hiding after Order 66, Vader arrived at the Imperial prison ISO L8 with the hopes of interrogating a prisoner to give him the location of a specific Jedi the Sith was tracking, the Jedi Master Das Janir. Only there was one problem. An assassin named Falco Sang infiltrated the prison and interrogated and murdered the prisoner before Vader could. Vader then went before Darth Sidious, and despite his master's rage that Vader continued to hunt down Jedi in spite of his instructions not to, Sidious okayed his apprentice to find both the assassin and Janir, given that the former had infiltrated Imperial databanks and may interfere with their plans. And with that, Vader's search began. Stationed with Vader aboard his Imperial 1 class Star Destroyer was Lieutenant Gregg. And because of Gregg's forward thinking to bring Vader the information regarding a number of data breach reports, even though Gregg's commanding officers thought them irrelevant, Vader's Star Destroyer followed the trail of the assassin to the planet of Prine. But the lieutenant had even better information for Vader once they were orbiting the planet. Gregg informed Vader that he was certain he located both Janir and the assassin. Not only was a transponder beacon from a ship tied to the Jedi on Prine, but Gregg's scanners detected a second ship on the planet of the same profile used by the assassin at the prison station. Therefore, Gregg was instrumental in locating both Janir and Falco Sang for Vader, who brought not just a full contingent of stormtroopers to the planet, but also Gregg himself. Although Vader was too late to confront the Jedi Master, he nevertheless apprehended the assassin and took him prisoner upon Coruscant to further train him to assist in hunting and killing Janir. All in all, the lieutenant had done great work for Vader. After the mission to Prine, Gregg became a clear favorite of Vader, many times choosing only to go directly to him for important jobs. This favoritism was clearly recognized by the other officers of the Empire, who bemoaned the fact that Vader wouldn't even grant them the time to approve simple plans. This was because Gregg's efforts earned him an important role to be conducted on behalf of Vader. Not only was he to oversee the training of the assassin Sang and find Janir, but the lieutenant's singular job was to locate Jedi survivors of Order 66 for the Sith Lord and ignore everything else unrelated to that task. Dedicated to this job and knowing the price of failure, Gregg's search for Jedi would often keep him searching the galaxy late into the night, hoping to again impress his master. Recognizing the prospects of finding a Jedi were slim, Gregg finally got the breakthrough he needed, though perhaps an unwanted one. Word traveled back to Sidious of Gregg's search, and one night the lieutenant was confronted directly by the Emperor himself. Once Gregg confirmed that he was searching for Jedi activity on Vader's behalf, the Emperor informed the lieutenant to keep their conversation secret. And it wasn't long before he would once again appear before Gregg, but this time with information that was immensely valuable to his mission, the location of the Jedi Master Das Janir. At that point, as previously described, Gregg quickly flew to Vader's location on Coruscant, barged into the room of his meditation chamber, and saw Vader without his mask on, being able to see Vader's true face. Vader was seemingly unfazed by Gregg knowing the truth, perhaps bolstered by the knowledge that the lieutenant had the information he prized the most, and came with the location of Janir. Gregg wasn't killed for obtaining the knowledge of Vader's true appearance. There was no force choke to intimidate him into silence, not even a reprimand. Vader simply put his helmet on and told the lieutenant to make preparations to travel to Janir's location. We can only assume that Gregg's work and success had earned Vader's trust by that point, and as a leading expert on Jedi activity within the galaxy after Order 66, Gregg was just too valuable to simply throw away. Regardless, Lieutenant Gregg survived and became one of the few within the galaxy to know Vader's true appearance under his armor. So there we have it, how Lieutenant Gregg saw Vader without his mask and survived. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter at SW Reading Club for updates regarding the channel. Or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive hangouts and book discussions. If not for me, for becoming best buds.